welcome to my masterclass today, Embark in a Joyful Retirement Journey. So let's start our presentation. So I will share my screen. Okay, so as I say, welcome to my webinar about embarking in a joyful retirement journey. So unveiling the woman mastery. Remember, we as a female, we have the power to achieve anything that we put your mind of. So that during this engaging session, I will explore various aspects of the retirement, discover the key to unlocking happiness and fulfillment, and learn powerful strategies to master this next chapter in your life. So imagine when you were approaching the 40 or the 50, you were probably asking yourself, what about my retirement? What happened in my life after retirement? So hopefully this session is going to help you to get some guidance about that. So let's start with the foundation for their financial freedom. The first element for your retirement and financial freedom is financial literacy. So the reason is that in the first place is because this is the one that is going to give you the language of how to navigate this journey in your financial freedom journey. So there are at least 5 key outcomes that you will get once you start seriously committed to your financial literacy right now. One is you are going to understand the fundamental why it's important to have an emergency fund. So what's emergency fund? Emergency fund is whatever you need for living, at least for between 3 and 6 months. That's the rule of thumb. It may vary depending of your condition, but basically between 3 and 6 months. Let's say you need like $5,000 per month for living to pay your fixed and your discretionary expenses like mortgage, groceries, utilities, your kids' college, etc. So let's say 5,000. So you have to have at least $15,000 in a high yield saving account or in a GIC, which is a guaranteed income certificate. So when you start, navigating this financial literacy, you're going to understand why it's important to have the emergency fund. The second is, the wisdom investment payoff is going to give you peace of mind for your retirement, even for your life right now. Also, it's going to give you some important guide on how to manage your debt. We have consumer debt like the credit cards, etc., and we have like mortgages, car loans or loans for our businesses, etc. So, debt management is very important. Also, the retirement planning, which is the purpose of we being here together tonight. So what is the retirement planning so important? Because at least it was in my case like 20 years ago, if I didn't really start committing myself to this journey, I maybe have to work, past the 65 years old legal age in order to at least have enough funds in my portfolio between me and my husband to have a decent life in retirement. Also, if you don't have a home, you probably is gonna have some home ownership without strain. So what is a foundation for the financial literacy? Is the fundamental, you're gonna learn the fundamental principles of finances. Of course, I'm not gonna teach you this during this half an hour that we're going to be together, but at least you're going to know where to get the information and what is important. Also, making informed decision about your personal finances. So once you have the fundamentals, well set, so you're going to have, a better, it's not 100% risk-free, but at least you had an educated decision. So you're going to build, as a consequence, a robust financial future because you're going to have your portfolio investment, you're going to have your debt under control, as well the emergency fund. So it's going to give you some financial serenity. Let's talk about how to do this financial literacy. So my friends is reading. So I have been reading at least, I only had a few books in this list, but have been reading a lot of books, not only related to finances, but also about mindset. What is the mindset do I need to really achieve in order for me to keep in this journey? Because it's easier to say than done. Okay, one of the key books I learned so many years ago is Rich Dad Poor Dad. You probably know about that book. Also, The Millionaire Next Door. The Millionaire Next Door is an excellent example of how, people from every kind of walk of life can also become millionaires. So The Richest Man in Babylon. This is a really ancient tale that talk about the importance of the financial education and also how to handle your debt, your money or your life. Your money, your life, it took me about 2 years to go through the book, probably 7 years ago, because it really guide you to understand how the importance of your financial education, also to achieve your mindset. Another interesting one is The Simple Path to Wealth and the 4 Hours Work Week from Tim Ferriss. This was really inspirational. I read this book probably 15 years ago. The idea of working only 4 hours a week was really attractive to me, and I'm probably doing that right now. Working, it's not work because I love what I'm doing. So, but basically I invest like between 4, 6, sometimes 8 hours a week, working what I love, which is, teaching you, my beautiful ladies, online. I'm preparing, tips on how to become financially wise. And if you have some, especially consumer debt, I really recommend to you, please start reading Living Debt Free, which is a book from Shannon Simon. She's an accountant and tax specialist from Toronto in Canada. She really has a really easy to follow step how to handle that. So I will give you, if you want my reading list, please let me know in the comments below. I will send you PDF with all of the information that you need. Okay, let's continue with the second components in order to reach your, to reach the point where you have your financial plan ongoing. So remember, financial plan ongoing doesn't mean that you have the money right now. It means you make the first step. So you are here with me, so it means you give the first step. So vivid dreams. What the vivid dreams means. So financial serenity is the result of the outcome when you paint your life as a masterpiece. So you made like vibrant colors. So we're going to explore how financial empowerment can turn this dream into the reality, because here I am and these are my dreams. How can I manifest those dreams? So it's not only mechanics, it's not only about saving and investing, it's also about the mindset. Or what vibrant colors would you add to your life, correct? So let me show you some inspiration. For instance, you can spend more time with your relative, especially if your relatives are all around the world. So my husband and I just spent about 5 weeks back home with my mom, his mom, uncles, nephews, cousin. It was wonderful to reconnect with them without the pressure to have to come back because we had to go back to work because we both are retired. So because we already had a plan, we achieved our financial freedom no long ago. So now we're enjoying that. So we are spending a lot of time with the family. Also, it will probably allow you to write a book that you always have been dreaming of. That's a really vivid dream that you can, write it down. As well, to launch your side hustle. Probably you are amazing doing pastry or baking, now you can launch this is not a job. Remember, the idea is for you to quit your 9 to 5 or retire for your 9 to 5 so you can start living in your own terms. That's really important, in your own terms. So The third element is how we do this investment portfolio. Okay, so we already start our financial education, our financial literacy. Now I have my vision, what I want, because this is, my vivid dream. Let me try to come back. My vivid dream is the one I will not pulls me toward, because as I say, it's not gonna be easy. But so let's start talking about the investment portfolio. So the index, enhance your financial masterpiece, which is your investment portfolio, by adding either Canadian exchange trading fund and indexes to your investment palette. So also diversifies and grow potential of the market. What I mean is, let me show you the next. So what I mean with this is, what's an ETF? Exchange trading fund. This is, remember, this is a new language. Basically, it's like a basket of companies that are together, and they call either index or ETF. So as you can see in my screen, different countries have different baskets of index or ETF. Here in Canada, for instance, this is the market in Canada, which is include the finances, include the railroad, course, and consumer discretionary. We have in Ireland, United Kingdom, and China, Australia. Everybody has their own index, which is like the indicator for how the common economy is doing, the manufacturing, the service and financials are doing, also energy. So the most popular one in US is the SP 500 and the Dow Jones, as you can see here. The Dow Jones, excuse me. The Dow Jones is one of the indices that is tracking the largest companies in US, same with the SP 500, which is the SPI you see here. So the SPI is the conglomerate, all of the mid cap companies in US, like the Apple, the Costco, the Home Depot, the Wells Fargo, Bank of America, etc. This is, I don't remember, the intention is to show you the information, because, so imagine that you had to buy one by one all of these indices. It's going to be like crazy. But if you buy, for instance, let's say in Canada, you buy the Canadian index, you are going to buy all of these companies only buying one index. So all of the companies are together, so but you only buy one share. That's the simplicity of this. So this is what is called the indices. So either buying the SPY, the NASDAQ, or the Dow Jones as well. Okay. So after you do all of these, please, I would like to stop here, with intention, because in order for us to start, making money, saving money, and investing our money after we save, that is, please, you have to manage your debt. So it's really, really recommended, please, to have zero consumer debt. What that means with zero consumer debt means that you have no credit card debt. So you may have your mortgage, like in our case, we decide to not pay our mortgages, my husband and I. So, but we don't have any consumer debt. I used to have in the past. So that was really causing me a lot of stress. But now my credit cards are all in zero, which is, made me even more happy. So also, please create your emergency fund. As I say, between 3 and 6 months of if you are active, and if you are retired, like in our case, it could be 1 up to 3 years of cash available for your expenses. So you forget about what's going on in the markets, and you have the funds, to pay for your needs, your traveling, etc., wherever you decide to go. Also, after you do that, you need to open your brokerage account, of course, with your bank, your tax-free saving account, your taxable account, and your RRSP, which is the retirement saving account as well. So let's have a peek. Oh, sorry, before going to check the, remember we were talking about the vision of your life. So remember, anything that taking care of you In my particular case, I love, hiking, doing outdoors. So make sure to add as well that in your life. So remember, I was talking to you about the market. What is the market? What is an index? There is a particular index they call BSP. That TOTO means Toronto. So this index have to get all of the American largest companies from Apple, Microsoft, etc. And they put together one index. So you buy only one share of this index, means you have all of the company in one share. So as you can see, this is the 5 years performance of this index. As you can see here, the average performance of this index is about 11% per year, which is much better than any performance that any mutual funds. I'm comparing this with mutual fund, the traditional mutual fund that charge up to 2% on management fee. This in particular charge like 0.08% as a management fee. So most of the profits is gonna keep in your pocket or in your portfolio. Okay, so also, what is a financial plot twist? Okay, a financial plot twist refers to unexpected or unforeseen financial events or challenge that can significantly impact your, your plan, your financial plan in the future. Either you're retired or you're close to retire. And seeing myself so many examples of people that for unseen expense that they had to keep working 5 more years, either for a sickness for a relative or as close family members or themselves. They don't have the good health, so but they need to pay for their medication. I remember a colleague that he was even past the retirement age. When I asked him, so why you haven't retired? No, I can't retire because I had to pay for this, for that, and etc. Because his health wasn't so poor. He had to pay from his pocket, even in Canada, for some additional treatment because he didn't have the time to take care of himself. So please don't reach to that point. But there are other twists like your child wedding, or you want to fund your grandkids education. Those are the expected and not expected, but you can foresee this kind of expenses. So please make sure to add those costs. And as I said, the grown-up child wedding, just setting to see the family all around the world, like we're going to do. Well, actually, we're starting doing as well already, and supporting your grandkid education. It's not about it's not just about how long you want to work, but understanding for how long you need to work. That's different, because you maybe want to stay in your job, which is perfectly fine, but when you have to, it's a different story. So please make sure to add those in your plans. Okay, so as I say, your grown-up kids, graduation for your grandkids or your kids, or family reunion as well. Okay, so the last part of this presentation is about how to create a portfolio. So develop a test model portfolio. I will show you one right now in Yahoo Finances. You can use MSNN. There are many free websites that you can use, but I particularly use Yahoo Finances. So develop a portfolio for at least 6 months to see how, it's just to test your financial IQ. Okay, remember, this is no financial advice. This is only for purpose of education. Also, learn by doing. Refine your approach in a risk-free environment before applying actually into your actual investment journey. So no many years ago, I think it was in 2010, I see I start building, like simulated portfolio. You can see I have a large list of portfolio. Remember, this is no financial advice. I have to say that. This is a simulated account. I am using this for educational purpose. So let's do this. Okay, as I was telling you, let me use my marker here. So you can see here, you have to sign in first. I have my portfolio. In my portfolio has several portfolio that I've been using for so many years. As I said, since 2010. So let's go to my portfolio index. Because what I did was, okay, let's use a simulated account, which is this one. There are so many of them, but I just using this one. So this is the index. So in this particular case, let me use this one. Okay, I started buying because I'm not buying anything, of course, indices. So these are different indices in the market. So what I did is, you see, so the first one I bought in 2019, this particular one. So I have been buying for many, many years. So just to, 2015, just to see what is going on. These particular portfolios, let's say starting 2015, has about 78% of return on investment. So 2015 till now is like 8 years. So divided 78 divided by a year is about 9.75% return on investment. But it has many of them. Like, for instance, there is the one that Tony Robbins recommend. They call all season portfolio. This one has particular 90%, and I started this in 2016. So far this portfolio has 20.96% accumulated. So I had to divide it by year to see how much is per year. But at least my money is, is growing, which is, and the winner here is the BTI, which is an index from the stock market in US. This is in US dollar. So as I was telling you, you can create your own investment portfolio. This is no brainer. So choose like $10,000 and choose 5 indices or 5 ETF and divide it equally in the 5, and keep continuing monitoring every month, and you can add position every month to see how it's behaved. So you also test your own discipline and your own commitment. Okay. Okay, as I said, that's the roadmap I wanted to show you today. So the first, as I say, the financial literacy. Remember, this is a marathon. This is no sprint. So we start with financial literacy. I started in 2007. So slowly I started incorporating that in my life until I get the point in 2018 I could quit my job and start doing, my own dreams, not my boss dream. Second, vivid dreams. Please have no limit. Dream whatever you want to dream, whatever you want to achieve after your life after work. The third one is create an index portfolio investment, which is an easy brain things to do. Please remember to in the comments let me know if you want the list of the books that I recommend for financial serenity, also an index portfolio list that you can start, studying. And lastly, please remember the financial twist. So make sure to add those, projects that you would like to fund in the future and model what you learn. So once you pass the 4 phases, you're going to be able to reach your financial serenity. So before ending, I would like to show you the decision tree, because in the past I heard so many people, especially the people that don't have, haven't started yet, is how do I do this? This is like any process in life. It is a process. So I can give you this is you want. Say, do I have a retirement plan? So you may say no. So do I know how much do I need for retirement? If I say, another question is, do I want to do it myself? Or do I know how much I need? I say yes, I go to financial literacy. Do I want to create my own portfolio? If I say yes, I create my own portfolio. If I say no, I may go to my financial advisor. This sounds like complicated and intimidating, but basically is what I try to do with this is to put in a piece of paper all of those thoughts and brain, thought and passing through your mind that are already passed through mine so many years ago. And still sometimes I need to go back and check, oh, do I really clear about my portfolio performance? So I review every month this with my husband, because we are not on top, not every day, but at least once a month, especially because he recently retired. But, in the future, I'm not planning to do this probably every couple of months. But, I like to keep reviewing. And remember, if you want to do it yourself, you can't. Because if I could, you also can. So I did it, so you also can. But you can also look for a trust financial advisor. But one word of wisdom is, if you have more than at least $1 million, it's going to be easy for you to find a financial advisor. But you have less than $500,000 in your investment portfolio, not including the house, it's going to be very hard, and the person is going to be looking for your interest. They're probably looking, sell product and the company they represent. So be careful about that. So make an educated decision. Remember, I told you in the beginning. Sure, you already enjoy this information. To closing this class, let me tell you, imagine a life where your retirement plan is on wheels, propelling you toward financial freedom. Picture exploring new horizons like dream vacation or pursuing a passion project. Envision the joy of creating lasting memory with loved ones, like we did back home. Actually, the photo in the back is a trip that we did with my family. And let's turn this dream into reality. Take the lesson learned today, apply them diligently. Remember, you have to make yourself committed. And watch your retirement plans propel you toward the life of boundless possibilities. Your financial journey is about to become the story of a lifetime. So thank you very much for watching this. Please let me know in the comments below if you want the book reading list, and if you also want the Canadian index fund list. This is not a recommendation. Remember, this is only for education and illustration. Okay, thank you very much for studying with me this session, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you.